I'm Tara. You're probably wondering why I'm sitting in front of my washer and dryer in my laundry room. And I'll talk about that in just a second, but I wanted to briefly say thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you're new here, I hope this video leaves you with encouragement and inspiration. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. This looks pretty bad. If you can't tell, this is another life update video. I've recorded a few recently and I will link those in the description box below so you can kind of get an understanding of the full backstory of what's been going on. If you've been following me recently, you've seen me go through a bit of a battle. Like I said, I will link the videos in the description box below so you can get a full backstory. If I were to sit here and try to explain the whole backstory, it would take all day. So to fill you in, God really put a burden on our hearts to prepare our family for some type of movement and change. God placed a burden on my heart specifically to start packing and purging and getting rid of things that we didn't need and just kind of organizing. To be clear, my husband and I never got rid of really anything when we got married, and so it's been this kind of drug out process of just getting rid of stuff. So we finally got rid of everything. We weren't really sure why we were doing it at first. We were just kind of being obedient out of faith. And honestly, the struggle was real. I don't doubt God and I don't question God. So when God says to do something, I immediately obey. My story of faith actually goes way back, way back. I could give you so many examples of when God said to do something and I was obedient and the doors opened. So this isn't my first go around. We found ourselves in this position of just packing and getting rid of things, and it felt really good to purge everything that we didn't need and kind of create more space in our storage. The house was immaculate. This is a really small house, so to keep too much stuff in it already is not realistic. So it feels really good to have a clean house. Everything was awesome. God said, just be ready. And if you go back to my previous vlogs, you'll totally understand what I'm talking about. So the house had been nearly perfect for, I'd say, over a month. So what's really interesting is about a week before we went on vacation, this dryer decided to go out. I'd say over the last 3 months, we have gone through a lot. A lot of change has happened, and you know, that's kind of just how God works. I always know that God's getting ready to work in my life when things start getting really chaotic and confusing. The enemy definitely uses deception to throw us off from what is really in front of us. And honestly, when the more chaotic my surroundings become, I know that God is at work. And so when everything started just becoming really weird and then the dryer goes out, I didn't even question it, not for a second. So we had just dealt with this dryer issue. It's summertime, so we were just air drying the clothes, which isn't a problem for us. And Matt and I just kind of turned over everything to God. We didn't worry about it at all. There was no reason to worry. First of all, Matt and I don't worry about money. We never have. There's really no concern. If you knew the old me, I was constantly obsessed and worried about money, and that was my focus all the time. That's a 100% honest truth about me. But it's really interesting because when God changes your perspective, money is no longer your focal point. I live in a really small house, and there's all kinds of problems. The bathroom, the light has been out in the bathroom for 2 years along with the fan. The property management company will not fix it. We've notified them multiple times. We've actually had required inspection from the property management, and they walk through every year. They document that it's broken and it's never been fixed. This is definitely not a pity me situation. This is just to point out that Matt and I really don't care. We have a plug-in light that we're using in the bathroom, so it's really not that big of a deal. Here we go on vacation to the beach. Again, we weren't really worried about anything. We have money coming in, so there was really nothing to be worried about. But when we came back from vacation, there was a letter in the mailbox. I know that this is going to be hard for a lot of people to believe or even rationalize, But this happens a lot for Matt and I. So we get home and we check the mailbox, and there is a letter in the mail stating that there is an individual who owes us a significant amount of money, and they are paying the debt 100% in full. And that was crazy. That was an answer to prayer. It still shocks me over and over and over again when God provides, and it really shouldn't, because not only was this money an answer to prayer, but we were not expecting it at all. This is completely random and out of the blue. It's one of those debts that if they ever decided to pay it, great, but it's not money that we were counting on in any sense. And this happened to us a lot last year. Matt only worked full-time about 3 months out of the year. I only worked part-time, and we wound up bringing in over $60,000 last year. Typically I would never be comfortable with stating how much money we made or how much money we brought in, and I teach my kids, do not under any circumstances tell people how much money you make or tell people your financial business. But I need to display how big this blessing really is. I don't think you quite understand. We worked only 3.5 months, and I had a part-time job, and we brought in over $60,000 last year. God allowed us to use that money for so many different things. Please understand that I don't tell you that dollar amount to brag in any way. Look at me, I'm living in pretty much a crap hole. Let's just be real. There's black mold growing in the bathroom. Again, the property management is aware. The carpets need to be replaced. I mean, it's really crap, but it's a roof over our head and it's within our budget. It truly amazes me that I uploaded a video less than 2 months ago asking God, what are you doing? I'm being obedient and I will choose to be faithful, but what are you doing? I do not know what tomorrow holds. And that was okay. I did not need to know what tomorrow held for me, because I knew that God was my security and I knew that He would take care of me. So now we have the money to move, but we're not moving. I know that I just updated a video saying we need to move and should we move, but we have thought about this through and through and through and through and through on what exactly moving right now would look like. The homes in our area are just too expensive for renting. It's laughable at the prices right now. It's going at over $1 a square foot for anywhere that you try to rent in this town. So moving right now is not really an option that we're willing to look at, but this money that we are getting allows us to pay off 3 bills, which is going to save us over $300 a month. I know I look all scary when I cry because my face turns red, but I can't help it. I'm truly just so deeply touched at how much God provides for me and my family. All of our bills are paid. Once again, all of our bills are paid till next year. I don't have to worry about anything. Not only has God allowed our debts to be paid, but there's also money left over to get a washer and dryer. Matt and I, it's quite shameful and embarrassing, but I had a brand new mattress when I moved in with him when we got married, and we didn't have a bed frame or anything to put it on, so we slept on the floor. And because of that, it actually broke down the mattress extremely quickly, and so we wound up just purchasing the mattress that we have now off Craigslist with the bed frame that we have. And so it's terrible. The bed is really sinking and it's lumpy. And so the mattress that we have is actually really awful. The bed frame that we have is like kind of breaking, but we're gonna be able to fix the bed frame. We're gonna be able to just use the bed frame that we have now. We're gonna fix it and then put the new mattress that we're getting on top of it. First of all, the mattress that we selected was not the most expensive in the store, but it was the second highest quality, and the gentleman wound up giving us over $500 off just the mattress. And we didn't wind up purchasing the box spring because of the type of bed frame that we have, so that also saved us money. And when it came to purchasing the washer and dryer, we purchased a set that's really nice. It's a bit old school, kind of like this. It does not have all the bells and whistles on it. And you know, at the end of the day, we were really truly attracted to those, and money was not an issue. But at the end of the day, after we looked at it, we realized that we weren't even going to use more than 2 or 3 of the buttons, so there's no point in purchasing something that we're not even really going to use. The set that we're getting is really cute. It's newer, but it's just a traditional washer and dryer, which I actually prefer and like. I like the simplicity in it. We have intent behind everything that we do, and I just praise God for the opportunity every single day to carry out His plan and His will over my life, because I truly believe that if I was not following Christ, that these things would not happen in my life. Hashtag Bae of the Day. I just wanted to give a shout out really quickly to a couple of subscribers that commented on a couple videos back. I really want to apologize because I didn't have a chance to reply to you because we were on vacation. So I wanted to address you personally in this video. Lily Blessed, I read about your car accident and I can totally relate about everything that you're going through. I have seen a few of your other comments, and for those also who asked about my weight loss, I will be uploading a weight loss video soon. I've lost 117 pounds, so I plan on going over everything on how I lost weight, what caused me to lose weight, on kind of how I've been living and eating over the last year and a half. So I haven't forgotten about you. I will be uploading those videos here shortly. But Zaya as well, I wanted to specifically pull you out and let you know that I am going to be creating a video on how I get through hard times and how I get through tough situations. Thank you so much for leaving your comment. Don't worry, next time you watch one of my vlogs, I will not be in front of my dirty laundry room. Thanks guys for hanging out with me and just listening to everything I have to say. Next time I probably will not be in front of my washer and dryer, at least not these. By the way, I forgot to tell you that these are 16 years old, and this dryer actually went out about 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. We actually have had to run it on 2 or 3 dry cycles every single time we wash our clothes because the dryer's been going out for that long. Matt actually bought these on Craigslist years ago for $50 for the set. He negotiated the price down, so they need to go. The delivery guys are so awesome. They're gonna come in and take these away and take our old mattress away for free, and they're going to install our new washer and dryer and our mattress. We went ahead and purchased a Simmons Beauty Rest Hybrid Recharge awesomeness. It's amazing. So we're pretty excited. I hope you all had a great holiday and 4th of July with your family, and I look forward to seeing your comments below. Thanks guys.